Hey, welcome back.
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are
the Wall Twins.
If this is your first time here with us, though,
Welcome.
Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything we do, no matter where we're doing it or what we're doing it with, on, and what time of night or day.
Yeah, correct. Either way.
Any of all of that.
Yes, but we are so excited for this one because our buddy did it the other day, and we're like, hey,
walk us through this,
and here we are.
So
you can't make this up.
As you can tell from the title, we are doing these ribs, and it was supposed to be a 3-2-1. It ended up kind of being a 3, skip the 2, go to the 1, or something like that.
It was a 3 and then a 2, and then it was like, wow, this thing cooked hot, or these things cook quick.
Right. So in just a minute, I'm going to have Brett walk you through this whole process. But first and foremost, we would be remiss. While we know this is a smoker cook, we have to mention we are so proud and honored to announce our first cookbook is available for pre-order on Amazon.com. We cannot believe it is a griddle cookbook.
Yep, the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook is the name. It's the title of the book. In fact, if you go to Amazon right now and type in Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook, boom, it comes on top, which is the only one with the name.
But it will be available in January, but pre-orders are happening right now, so we just wanted to mention that. Before we jump into this one, first of all, the lighting, we apologize. A huge storm came in as we've been doing these cooks today, and it got dark on us really quick, and the lighting situation is not super great, but we're doing the best we have.
The show must go on.
With what we have, the show must go on.
But Brett, we started this a lot earlier in the day.
We did. In fact, Brett, why don't you walk us through the process? First of all, tell us what groceries we've got, and then go ahead and walk us through the process of what this cook went through. We've got these ribs sitting here. I can't wait to get to them, letting them cool just a little bit longer, so Brett, tell us about it.
All right, so here we go. We have the St. Louis style ribs we purchased from Publix. We've got this, and then the rub of choice today is Uncle Steve's. He just sent us a new package, it came with this competition pig shake, which we absolutely love. By the way, it is Daddy Dutch approved, so it's gotta be good. Well, we know it's good because we've used this before. And then our barbecue sauce of choice, we're using the Pit Boss, the St. Louis barbecue sauce. So really simple. First of all, we trimmed this down the best we could. We cut off the extra, which we ended up cooking. We just wanted to have a nice rectangle shape that we put in, and Kenzie, in fact, right now is enjoying that little extra. Kenzie, is it good? Yep. So we've got that. So here's what I did. I flipped it over, and I used the back of a spoon to get up under the membrane and started pulling away with the paper towel, hoping to get it in one pull. Of course, never happens. So I got it in a couple, cut away the best I could, flipped it over, and took care of some extra of the trimming. Yes, because some of these extra pieces of what looks like good meat will actually burn off during the process. So you want this thing clean and cut clean as best you can. So once it was set, we did not use a binder. A lot of people will use mustard or something as a binder, but these things were sweating pretty good. So I just used this competition pig shake, and I used it liberally. I mean, as you can see, I shook it all over the front and then the back. And then we brought it outside, and then we set the smoker up to 225. Once it was at 225, we came and put these on the rack as is with the meat side up.
Real quick, I do want to point out, my Laredo that we've learned, it cooks a little bit hot, which is fine, because at 225, it averaged closer to 230. That just meant we wanted to watch it a little bit closer, and we were able to pull it a little bit earlier. Not to the detriment of the cook at all. Just something to bear in mind. Your smoker might also cook either hot or cooler. Just make sure you monitor it. It has nothing to do with the overall temperature, but really about how long it takes, and each piece of meat is going to cook.
And pretty much when you get to this point, which I'll explain later, I'm going to say now, when I picked it up before the one method, after the two, it was already bending, and that's how I knew these were pretty much done. When I pulled them back to flip them over, the bones were already starting to come out. So once we had them, we put them in. We started the 3-hour process, just closed them up, and we did actually some other cooks.
Yeah, we got some griddle cooks in. Yeah, for sure.
So
and by the way, nothing better / worse than doing some sweet griddle cooks while this smell
was smelling so good.
It smelled so good out here. It's
amazing. So then after the 3 hours, we pulled it, and then we wrapped it. And so before we wrapped it, we put butter down in the tin foil. Normally when we wrap, we use the butcher paper, but because of the butter, we wanted to make sure it stayed inside for the juices. And so we did that, wrapped it, with the meat side down, and then that's what we put in for 2 hours.
Right, but we went ahead and mopped it first. And we also prepped the sauce. Don't forget we prepped the sauce.
Yes, so yeah, and so in prepping the sauce, thank you very much.
You're
we
welcome.
went 60% sauce, 40% water, and then 2 heaping tablespoons rather, of brown sugar. Gave it a nice little extra kiss of sweetness as well as glaze. So we popped that in the microwave for about 60 seconds because we wanted those sugars to dissolve. So once that was done, we pulled it out, gave it a quick mopping, wrapped it, and then put it in for, this was the 2-hour process.
Yes.
After the 2 hours, like I said, when I came to pull it, these boys were already bending. So at this point I said, Adam, these are already done, but
we gotta mop them one more time and get them tacky.
Exactly right, and we gotta get them meat side up.
Yes.
So that's what we did. We kept them in the tin foil to hold the juices, put them back in.
We laid them on the tin foil because there were so many juices we wanted to preserve.
Correct.
But we wanted to get the top tacky, so we mopped the top, left it in maybe 10 minutes tops. We just wanted long enough to get it tacky.
What we decided to do was mop it. Actually, we dusted it before we put it in. After 10 minutes, we mopped it a little bit, and then let it sit for 30 minutes. We let it sit in the open smoker. It was turned off.
Residual heat getting in there, and actually it worked perfect because these got super tacky.
Tacky, which is what we are looking for.
We were able to pull them. Brett cut them, and I tell you, as the knife was cutting, they were just pulling off the bone.
I could have cut these with my pinky. Like, that's how tender.
We could have just grabbed it and pulled it off the bone, but Brett.
But here they are.
Yes. In all their glory.
Yes,
there they are. And these are darn near competition, although that's us saying it. Shout out to all those who truly do the competitions, because I'm sure they're way better than these.
Yes.
That said, I'm super excited to see how these taste. But without further ado, let's grab one and
so let's
see. I got one with a bone, and
I got the middle one. Look at that.
This is dripping all over. I don't know if you can see that. This is nuts, but Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
Yeah, well, these look absolutely amazing.
Like we say, they can smell amazing.
Oh, can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell, yeah, you can. I can smell that smokiness.
Oh, come on.
But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this is all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother.
Clean.
Are you kidding me? That was my thing, though, I'll be honest. With them pulling off the bone like that, I really thought they were going to be a little dried and overcooked. Not even close.
Oh my gosh.
Those are tender. Those are juicy.
Girlfriend.
Those are tender and juicy.
Love me tender. Love me juicy.
I thought I would take a bite. I intend to eat the rest of this one. Just to let you know this is happening.
Uncle Steve's the competition pig shake. Daddy Dutch approved. Daddy Dutch, we now understand why you approve this.
It's got some kick on the end.
Yes, and then shout out to Pit Boss for this St. Louis barbecue sauce.
My favorite barbecue sauce of the lineup.
And of course, to Wade Williams, who
walked us through this.
He babysat us. He held our hand through the process.
So these are the first ribs I've ever made. The reason I tell you this is because following this method, you're going to get amazing ribs.
Yep. Now, the 3-2-1 method is very common. If you're new to smoking, stick with this. I'm sorry, but I feel like if anyone were to try this, they'd be like, well, this worked. We would not have to explain how they were cooked, how they were made. They'd just be like, whatever you did, do this every time.
Listen, here's the deal.
We're definitely back into football season. These need to be made
on the smoker.
Oh yeah, yep.
These are going on first thing in the morning, so by the afternoon games, you're watching this, you're eating ribs. Here's the deal. Brett's got the vertical smoker. Brett, how many? You could put 5-6 rack of ribs on there. Here's my biggest takeaway.
No, I could put 14 to 20 racks of ribs in that. This is huge. It's a meat locker.
This is what I appreciate about cooks like this. And by the way, in case you're wondering why we give so much analysis after, we used to be fast food reviewers, so we like to give you exactly what we're getting out of these cooks.
The notes, the flavor, the sweetness, the savoriness.
And speaking of, this is my point. If I went to a barbecue joint and I got these ribs, these are on my mind until the next time I'm at that place. These are going to send me back there.
Think about the flavor in your mouth right now.
Yeah.
You feel the sweet, you taste the sweet, you feel the heat.
Feel the heat.
I mean, but the heat is just kind of tapping on the door. It's not even knocking and poking its head in.
Is that a new t-shirt?
Taste the sweet, feel the heat. Coined another one.
Yeah,
and
you feel the heat.
The sweet, and you feel the heat. But like again, it's kind of like that first day in like the fall when you needed to crank the heat in your car. And so you're like, oh, I needed this. That's what it is. It's not too hot. It's not jumping. It's not jumping in your car with leather seats in the middle of summer in Florida. No, it's just that nice. You choose the heat level that you want to put in, and man, here we are.
Brett just referenced pumpkin latte season.
Yeah.
So
pumpkin spice season. I'm so happy. These are.
It is. But honestly, we say that jokingly, but true. Right now, I can still taste the sweet, but I feel the heat.
Yep.
And I want more. That's all.
And I do want to say this. Obviously, if you're familiar with this channel, we don't smoke a lot. We're not huge experienced smokers. Obviously, we're getting more and more experience through this, thanks to Pit Boss and what we have. I have done smokes that at the end, it was kind of like subpar, still delicious, but not what I wanted. Not that I would be proud to serve and give to people, like to brag about. Still delicious. These I would put on the food truck.
And I appreciate that too. I would say that my biggest takeaway so far in smoking for the dozen or so cooks that I've done, I've appreciated the professionals that have been out there that have shown us, and I will tell you the methods that we've shown work here. When I've done the pork butts, they work spectacularly. When I did the turkey, it worked exactly like I hoped it would.
Yep.
These worked exactly like I hoped they would, even better.
So Wade,
thank
owe
you
you
so
one,
much.
brother.
We do owe you one, man. Lunch is on us.
Yep. But you just have to come here from Kansas City. So,
and we really hope you did like this. If you did enjoy this, and this does help you with the method of that you could try for yourself on your smoker, or anything that you're cooking on, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us and what we do. Another way you can support us is through our merchandise. There's a link to that in the description below this video. Dude, I am blown away.
Yep, I am too. And you can also support us by pre-ordering the book. It's on Amazon right now. Go look at the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook.
We would say shameless plug. And listen, there's no shame in this game. We're proud of the work we've done, and we're so honored for the love and support that you've given us. So we want to give you the chance to go and pre-order it today. I'm so happy we came and did this.
Yes, me too.
Aside from coming to knock out yet another banger on the pellet smoker, I can't believe we're saying that because it's so good. Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin, no matter what.
And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And
as Pit Boss says, let the smoke rise.